Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Chemlock League. The favorite's been a big one last time out against the Skimmers, and we're looking for more. We head into Game 15 of the season. Sorry about that. Game 15 of the season, facing off against a very formidable opponent, the Burglars, sitting at 8-7. We are sitting at 8-6, and essentially at this point in the series or in the season, we need every win. We cannot afford a loss here. We'll be facing off against the Burglars in this one, and our last game of the season will be against the Dive Bombers. They have that one game left, so they're just sitting and waiting for us, seeing what's going to happen. We need them to lose against us. We need to win this one. That will set up a tiebreaker, and we will have to see if the tiebreaker is broken with our run differential. But we need plus 14 just to tie them, which is a big ask. Well, I guess any runs we get against them offset the run differential for them as well. We also would have to count on the Rippers to either... Well, we need them to lose their next game with that plus 30 run differential. So, actually, let's take a look at the schedule. The Rippers will face off against the Skimmers, and it'll be Kellen Kirk against Swing Barnstormer. Swing is a good pitcher for the Skimmers, so we'll see if he can knock off the Rippers. That would be really helpful for us, but they just offloaded a bunch of their salary, so who knows what that's going to look like. And the rest of the season will essentially be a lot of the Yin Conference, while the Yang Conference will be essentially all but tied up at that point. The Protectors, outside of a huge win from the Dive Bombers against us, should hold on to the not only the division, but hold on to the #1 seed in the Yang Conference, which is not, I don't believe, their first time in that situation. So anyways, that's enough preamble. Let's head into the game. We're going to watch this one. We already set the lineup last time out, and as you see here, we'll go over that as we get into this one, but it will be Jess Trujillo on the mound against their starter, Werner Walter. We head out to Colonial Plaza. We will actually finish the season. We will finish the season at home for the next 2 games, so that's always nice. And now we will see what we can do against a really solid Burglars team. We swept them in a doubleheader earlier in the season. It wasn't easy by any means. It was 2 tough games, but we did get the best of them in that series. So we'll see if we can do that again and maybe go for the entire season sweep here. Jess Trujillo has had a very rocky season. 7.11 is her ERA with 158 whip and 10 strikeouts. Cannon Avery, who was locked in coming into this one, falls behind 0-2 before blasting it into right center field. He'll come flying into second base, sliding in safely. And a leadoff double for the Burglars, so already not a good-looking start here for Jess. Something we've seen from her a lot is a slow start in the first inning, maybe first 2 innings, and then she settles in to go another 3 or 4. But we can't really afford that. You know, we need to stop them from scoring. We need to score as many as we can, especially with that run differential being something we talked about earlier. And Bertrand Pineda falls behind 0-2, and he'll hit one foul. Staying alive, batting .259 on the year. He almost gets hit there, and Aaliyah Sesame able to corral it in before it gets too far. Runner holds at second. 2-2 now for Bertrand Pineda. No home runs, no RBIs. And he hits a bullet into center field. Plunge Batista comes up throwing. Errant throw, but it goes to Tiger Gray. And runners will be at first and third with nobody out for Colin Cabrera. I'm already having this sinking feeling in the bottom of my stomach. Colin batting .244 with 2 home runs and 7 RBIs. Jess Trujillo does have Tier 2 Rally Stopper activated here with 2 on. And a 2-1 count, so she was able to get ahead of the first 2 batters she faced, but couldn't pull it off. Jack Mars dives, and he's only going to get the play at first base, but he keeps the ball in the infield, and a run does score from third, so I'll take that to get the out. Good job from Jack Mars to keep it in front of him. Runner does advance to second base with 1 out. Here comes Maximilian Panther, batting .111 with no home runs, no RBIs. He swings through strike 2, and he gets tough out activating at Tier 2. He'll take a ball outside. And nice pitch there. She throws the curveball. I don't think anybody in the entire building was expecting that one. And the floor just sunk out from underneath that one. And Max Panther will swing through strike 3. So now here comes Grover Charles. Actually, he does get to start in the lineup. He'll be in the DH role today. Tier 1 power or bad ball hitter, excuse me, batting .385. Swings through strike 2. Strike 1. Former All-Star. This one just over the leaping glove of Jack Mars. Runner coming around third will come home to score. And Grover Charles comes up big for the Burglars as they score their second run of the game.
Number 47.
So frustrating. With 2 outs, here comes Pam Ayala, batting .217 with 1 home run and 5 RBIs. More of a defender, and nice play there from Jess Trujillo. She just gets her body in front of it. It was a 73% chance for her not to make that play, but the fact that she kept it in front of her made it easy for her to throw the runner out at first base. So now we head to the bottom of the first against Werner Walter. Jonah will swing at the first pitch as he's prone to doing often, and he'll foul one off. Little hack activates, and it's pulled down the left field line past Cannon Avery into left field. Max Panther will come up throwing, and a leadoff single for Jonah Gonzalez. So while we gave up 2 runs in the top of the first, could have been way worse, and with our offense being pretty hot as of late, would love to see us get those 2 runs right back against Werner Walter, the ace of this staff. He'll have Tier 2 Mind Gamer activated against him. Sullivan gets ahead 2-0. Good speed at first. He's batting .313 with 1 home run and 3 RBIs. He takes a strike there. Werner ball way outside, and it's now 3-1. Green light here. And lofted into right field. It's going to get down. Jonah Gonzalez will hold at second base as Bertrand Pineda does have a solid arm. And that's going to be 2 on and nobody out for Tiger Gray. Tiger locked in. Batting .533. Had 2 home runs in the last game and 3 RBIs. 4 home runs and 9 RBIs on the year. First pitch strike, Tier 2 easy target helping him out here. Werner gets ahead 0-2. Tiger will foul one back, just making contact, low and outside. And fastball up the middle, past the diving shortstop into center field, and runners holding at first at their bases as cannon arm activated for Pam Ayala. But bases are now loaded for Jack Mars. Jack struggled in the last game, going 0 for 3. Had a bases loaded opportunity, couldn't come through. This is another chance for him. First pitch swinging, fouls it off, and now Little Hack will activate against Walter. Nobody out, so bases loaded, nobody out. Infield at double play depth. Jack takes strike 2, 0-2 still, or 1-2 still with Little Hack. Fastball just swinging and fouling it back, making contact there to stay alive. And another one, fastball at the top of the zone. We'll do it again. And bullet left the center field. That's going to get down, bounces off the wall, bounces away from Max Panther. Runners heading home. Rounding third and being held is Tiger Gray, and that's a huge double from Jack Mars as he gets those 2 runs right back here in the bottom of the first. It's tied 2-2, nobody out, runners on second and third for Odin Thomas. Ball way outside at 98 miles an hour. Werner is tense. Swing through strike 1 is Odin Thomas late on the fastball. Right down the middle for strike 2. Odin 1-2 count. Gets the off-speed pitch, pulls it foul, well ahead of that one as he was timing the fastball. Ball inside, checks the swing and holds. 2-2 now. Odin pops one foul. Staying alive. And oh man, the curveball almost had him fooled there. Low at the bottom of the zone, fouls it off. Good battle here for Odin. And he hits one hard to center field, but Pam will catch that at her hip, and Cannon Arm will hold the runner at third base. So, man, what a good defender in center field. And she left her feet to keep the runner from staying at third, from moving to home. Excuse me. So that's a hard out number 1. Eliana Chambers will come up with 1 out, runners on second and third. She had a home run in her last at-bat, or in her last game, excuse me. Fouls one back, 2-1 count. Werner still tense. Fouls back again, 2-2 count now. Popped foul. And Eliana, another foul ball. Gets the string pulled on her. The changeup gets her to whiff, and that's strike 3. That's out number 2, and now Aaliyah Sesame will come up. She's been quiet as of late. Medium pressure here, but Ace Exterminator and First Pitch Slayer activated. Ball 1 is high. Ace Exterminator still active here at Tier 3. 2-0 count now for Aaliyah. Big moment here. Will she get the green light in a 3-0 with 2 outs? Nope. Ball 4 on 4 pitches. So very scared of the Ace Exterminator. Aaliyah heads to first base, and now bases will be loaded once again. Fernanda Branch will come up. She's tense. Big moment opportunity for her against the lefty. Late on the fastball, strike 1. Ball low. This is the 40th pitch here at the bottom of the first for Werner Walter, and it's a dribbler to second base. Colin Cabrera, the primary shortstop, will make the play from second base, and that'll end the inning. But we really made Werner Walter work. We got both of those runs back, so it's an even game here as we head to the top of the second now. Jess Trujillo has to feel a lot better. We'll see if she can clean up her act here in the second inning. First pitch strike will be helpful against Slew Connolly. Gets ahead 0-2 now. Slew batting .267. With no home runs, 2 RBIs. It's a ball low and pop foul out of play. Slew gets a curveball. He pops it up into shallow right center field. Coming all the way out for that one is Sullivan Reddier. We'll call that and catch it for out number 1. Muhammad David, solid hitter here. We'll start with Tier 2 first pitch prayer. Also has Tier 2 injury prone. We'll see if that plays a factor. Batting .500 on the year. He sends up a prayer, and it's going to be lofted into shallow center. This time Jack Mars gets to that one for out number 2.
Number 46, Teodoro Lucero.
Number 9 hitter Teodoro Lucero will come up. First baseman batting .167 with 4 RBIs. First pitch swinging, fouls it back. And pulled foul, that's going to get down and out of play. That's a 0-2 count here for Lucero against Trujillo. Swings through strike 3, low pitch, and she got him chasing. 1-2-3 inning for Jess Trujillo here in the second inning. Great inning for her after that ugly first. We're going to go 9-1-2 as we head to the bottom of the second. Plunge Bautista against Werner Walter. Werner tense, already threw 40 pitches in the first inning. Evens the count 1-1. Plunge will take ball 2 outside. Pop up to shallow infield, calling it as the pitcher. Walter will catch that one, out number 1, and that'll get his mojo back to neutral. Still tired, though. And Jonah Gonzalez, who got a base hit in his first at-bat, will face off against Smash McCoy, not Werner Walter, who got pulled after going 1 1/3 innings. Smash will have a 4-seam, a slider, and a curveball. 3 pitches for him. He's ahead 0-2, and it gets a ball high. Jonah down the first baseline, diving for it as Teodoro Lucero has to hurry. His sprinter did activate at Tier 1. That's not as big of an impact. The Smash McCoy covering the base cleanly. That'll be out number 2. Smash at full stamina here, so we might see him going an inning or 2. Sullivan Reddier, especially with the swinging at the first pitch and popping it up. And it'll be 1-2-3, but we got to the bullpen here in the second inning. So Smash McCoy cleaning up where Werner Walter left off, but he did not get past the 1 out in the first inning. And we'll go to Cannon Avery, who's the leadoff man who got a double in his first at-bat. A dribbler to short. Sullivan Reddier will quickly scoop and toss the first. That's out number 1. Good start here in the top of the third. Bertram Pineda was 1 for 1 with the single in the first inning. First pitch strike for Jess, and a dribbler to second base. Jack Mars scoops and tosses to first. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 54, Colin Cabrera.
Colin Cabrera comes up 0 for 1 with an RBI. I believe he hit the sacrifice fly to center field. Might have been, it was the grounder to second base. Jack Mars threw him out at second, but strikes out here. Nice pitching from Jess Trujillo. She gets another clean inning now. 6 up, 6 down since the start of the second inning. Tiger Gray will come up to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Tier 2 easy target will always be against him. And Smash McCoy, with already great accuracy, is going to be placing those perfectly for 2 quick strikes. protecting there on a fastball or a off-speed pitch low, and has to swing at that one too, and it's a grounder to second base. Quick ground out there, and Jack Mars will come up. He is responsible for both of the runs for the favorites here, as he came up with a huge two-run double in the first inning with bases loaded. Little Hack activates here on 0-1. Smash will get him to fall behind now 0-2. And ball just misses the top corner. Outside evens the count 2-2. Little Hack gone for Jack Mars. And he'll push one down the right field line. Tito Lucero showing off the leather as he gets a mojo boost, diving for another great play. This one to his right side. Odin Thomas, first pitch swinging, bullet into right field. That's a two-out single for him. And that'll turn it over to Eliana Chambers, who's 0 for 1 today. Eliana Chambers will come up 320 average now for the year. 2 home runs and 7 RBIs here with the favorites. And she'll loft one into left field. That's going to get down in front of Max Panther. Runner will hold it second. And we'll have 2 on and 2 out. So a little 2-out rally here. For Aaliyah Sesame, who no longer has Ace Exterminator activated. First pitch Slayer active here. And it's going to be ball low. Smash at the half stamina mark. This will be pitch number 20 on a 1-1. And a dribbler to second base will end the inning. So 2-out rally there, getting to Smash McCoy, making him work a little bit harder. But nothing comes of it, and we're still tied 2-2 heading into the top of the fourth.
Number 70, Maximilian Panther.
We'll go 4-5-6 here for the Burglars. Starting with Max Panther, who's 0 for 1. Jess Trujillo has settled in after her first inning, as she typically does. See if that continues here. She's gotten the last 7 batters out consecutively. Tough out activates on the 0-2, and it's a ball low. And swinging through strike 3, Jess gets another strikeout. Nasty pitch there, as it just kept tailing in and low. Grover Charles, 1 for 1 with an RBI single in the first inning, will come back up. And he'll pull a single into right field, so that ends the streak for Jess Trujillo, which was at 8, I believe. 8 consecutive batters going back to the first inning. And Palm Ayala 0 for 1. High pressure now. Below average speed over at first base with 1 out, so a double play could be in order here. Palm very quickly down the first baseline, so they do have to hustle. And a grounder up the middle, it's going to get through and into center field, so it'll be a 1-out single and 2 on for Slew Connolly.
Number 59, Slew Conley.
He's 0 for 1 today. And Jess Trujillo will have rally stopper activated as she gives up a base hit right up the middle. And it'll be bases loaded with 1 out. Slew Connolly comes through for the Burglars. And a big opportunity for them to get their lead back. We now head to the number 8 hitter in the order. First pitch prayer is taken for ball high. Jess in trouble. Fouls this one off and out and down out of play. Infield at halfway depth. Still looking for a double play with 2 strikes here. A grounder to Tiger. Over to second. And back over to first. Jess Trujillo. She's still on the move and she gets to first base in time. Sullivan Reddier threw it before she was even there. And they get the double play with the bases loaded to end the inning. Big moment for Jess Trujillo as she stops the rally and prevents any runs from scoring in the top of the fourth. Still tied 2-2, and Fernanda Branch will come up tense. She pulls one foul. 0-2 now against Smash McCoy. She makes contact there. It pushes that one foul. And she fights another one off. We'll do it again. She does have contact versus righties activated, and she'll ground to second base. That's out number 1. Smash approaching the end of his day. We'll see if he can get through this 4th inning. It'll be a miracle if they're able to avoid going too far into this bullpen. Ball low against Plunge Bautista. and fouled back, so it's even 1-1. His average at 200 with 1 RBI. It was a game-winning RBI, I believe, back against the Burglars, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just trying to recall the memory as he grounds that to second base. That's out number 2. Nobody on for Jonah Gonzalez, who's still locked in. Little Hack activates. His average has been teetering around the 500 mark most of the season. Hard hit ball to right field, but it's not deep enough. And Bertrand Pineda up against a wall catches that to end the inning. So just missing an opportunity is Jonah Gonzalez. And we end the 4th. Game tied 2-2, top of the 5th. 9-1-2 for the Burglars, starting with locked in Teodoro Lucero. He's making some great plays defensively over at first base, and that has helped his mojo, and he's looking good offensively here as well. Ball in the dirt, and it's 2-1 count. Pulls one foul, evens 2-2 apiece. Jessa approaching 60 pitches now, and she gets another strikeout. You can see she's getting pumped. We turn to the top of the order once again. Third at bat for Cannon Avery, who's 1 for 2 with a double. He's still locked in. We're at max pressure now, so every decision and every mistake counts. 61 pitches for Jess. She gets him to foul back, and it's 2-1. Cannon Avery looking for a pitch to drive, and he'll pull one foul. It's now 2-2. Jess looking for the put-out pitch. Instead, she gets a grounder to first. Tiger will scoop and step on the bag himself. Out number 2.
Number 1, Bertrand Pineda.
And here comes Bertrand Pineda. Pops the first pitch he sees into foul territory and out of play. And he'll loft one into left field. This one should be playable, and Jonah Gonzalez will track that down for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the 5th now. Game still tied 2-2. The favorites looking for a chance to bump into the lead here would be a great opportunity against a tiring Smash McCoy. Instead, they'll pull him for Amelia Gibbs, a Tier 2 mind gamer against her. A righty with reverse splits as she gets the grounder there and takes it herself to first. And that'll go to number 3 hitter Tiger Gray, 1 for 2 with the single and still locked in. Max pressure here. Reverse splits will activate against him, but only at Tier 1, not impactful. First pitch strike. Ball outside. And Tiger Gray hits one, tailing away from Pamayala into left center field. Coming up and throwing to second base on a cannon arm, but sliding in safely is Tiger Gray. A one-out double for him will be in scoring position for Jack Mars. Jack comes up 1 for 2 with a double and 2 RBIs. Great speed over there at second base with the locked-in Tiger Gray. Way late on the swing there, and Little Hack will activate. Ball low. And lofted into right field, down in front of Bertrand Pineda. Pineda with a good arm, and that's going to hold Tiger Gray at third base. So runners on the corners with 1 out. And Odin Thomas will come up with a big opportunity here. Pulls the first pitch foul, and Tier 3 surrounded activates for Amelia Gibbs. And running to second base, out at second is Jack Mars. He gets a mojo drop as he gets caught stealing second. And a grounder to third will end the inning. Jesus Christ. We see some of the same issues that we had back when we were with the Outlaws. And we lose a runner stranded on second or on third base with only 1 out. Wasted opportunity for the favorites here, and we head to the top of the 6th. Jess still going strong. We'll get a grounder to second base here, and Jack, who's tense, will throw to first. Kind of unfair that he's tense after getting 2 hits and the big RBI double. Yeah, he shouldn't have stole second, but we'll take it. But not fair that he is tense. Tier 3 pitch perfect for Gander March, who's tense and high pressure or max pressure here. Gander will get a base hit up the middle. She is slow. She's likely going to get mojo back, but still slow over there at first base. Grover Charles comes up, already had an RBI single once today, 2 for 2 today, and Mohammed Turnpike, the tired starting catcher, will come in. And so will Elder Santos coming in to replace Jess. His first appearance for the favorites. He'll have that Tier 3 elite four-seam fastball with a slider, a curveball, and a changeup. And down into left field corner, tailing away from Jonah Gonzalez. Runner heading around second, heading to third base. And Mohammed Turnpike comes up huge with the pinch hit there. And runners will be at second and third for Pam Ayala, who's 1 for 2 with the single. And very tough situation here for Elder Santos with 1 out. Nice slider there for strike 1. Ball way high, 105 miles an hour on the gun for the fastball. And looping curveball stays high for ball 2. Low, and that'll be strike 2, fouled off. 2-2 count here. We need a strikeout here. There it is, 103 on the gun, and Elder Santos gets the strikeout with 2 outs and runners on second and third. In the top of the 6th inning, Slew Connolly comes up 1 for 2 with a single. Big moment here for both teams. Win and you stay in the playoff hunt. Lose and you're kicked out likely. Strike 2, 0-2 count here for Connolly. Elder Santos will get a ball off the glove of Aaliyah Sesame, heading over to second base and not in time. Runner scores on the pass ball. Aaliyah couldn't get it to Elder Santos in time. And a driving ball from Fernanda Branch will get it over to first to end the inning, but a run scores and they take the lead in the top of the 6th. Oh my God, we go 6, 7, 8, starting with Eliana Chambers. It'll be Chambers against Vincente, or not Vincente Vainman, Amelia Gibbs. I think that's the sibling of Kansas Gibbs on our team. Both infield or both relief pitchers, and a leadoff double for Eliana Chambers. As she goes around first, she's actually going to hold at second base as Pam Ayala got to that one. Another cannon arm activates for her as she has been throwing bullets from center field. Aaliyah Sesame will come up. She's tense. She's had a rough back half of the season here. Big moment for her on a 1-1 count. No speed at first. I don't know why Dash Boyd isn't standing on first base for us. Strike 3 swinging and Eliana Chambers goes down. That's out number 1. There we go. Fernanda Branch will come up. She's still tense after making a really great diving play. Contact versus righties activated. We need her in this moment. It's Dash Boyd, great speed over there at first base, and he'll have to retreat as Fernanda pops up to second base. Colin Cabrera will haul that one in, and we're down to our last out, and it's Plunge Bautista. Plunge our last chance here. He already came through with a big RBI game winner against the Burglars once. Swings at strike 2. He's down 0-2. And God damn it. I think that's our season, folks. Burglars come through in the 6th inning. 2 pinch hit base hits and a pass ball score the winning run. Our offense got shut down after scoring 2 runs and knocking Werner Walter out in the 2nd inning. We couldn't do anything after that. Big missed opportunity for us, and I think that was what we just shot ourselves in the foot. I don't think it matters what we do against the Dive Bombers. Maybe there's still a chance for the playoffs in the wild card, but 7 losses is typically not going to get it done. 3 runs on 8 hits for the Burglars, 2 runs on 9 hits for the favorites. Shit. For the favorites, 2 hits from Tiger Gray. He stays hot. 2 for 3 day for Jack Mars. He gets an RBI double in the 1st inning. That was the only run scored for us. Chambers was 2 for 3. Owen Thomas with a base hit. Same with Reddier and Gonzalez. But the back half of that lineup, Sesame, Branch, and Batista, all over. On the other side, Avery and Pineda both got on and scored a run. RBI from Colin Cabrera. Gander March comes through with a big hit and a run scored as a pinch runner. 2 for 2 day for Grover Charles with an RBI and a couple of other hits sprinkled in, including the Mohammed Turnpike pinch single as well. Winning run came on a pass ball from Elder Santos with Aaliyah Sesame behind the plate. Jess gets the loss, and honestly, she did not deserve this one. What a masterful performance for her, and I absolutely feel so much better about her, especially in the 3 spot, if we can maybe adjust our starting rotation next year. 5 1/3, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 5 strikeouts. Almost all that came in the first inning. She settled in so well after the first. She gets all the way to the 6th, passes it over to Elder Santos, who gives up 1 hit, allowed a base runner to score on a pass ball. It doesn't count as an earned run. He struck out 1 in his 2/3 of an inning. Walter was terrible. 1 1/3, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He only gets to the 2nd inning. Smash McCoy was masterful. He goes 2 2/3, giving up 2 hits only. And then Amelia Gibbs did not deserve a win. She gave up 3 hits, but struck out 2 and didn't allow anything else. She was great, but we should have been able to get to her better than that. Jack Mars, number 1, Dress, number 2, and Grover Charles, number 3. What a dagger. I'm so sad the way we got swept by the Rippers, and to lose that one. I'm going to give it to Jess. She earned it with that pitching performance. Amalia is still overpaid, so we're going to drop her no matter what. We lost a stupid game to the below zeros earlier in the season as well, and if we could win that one, we absolutely should have. We even lost a 1-0 game against the Protectors early, so a couple of these are like, man, we should have had this. The season looks very different if we could have just made a couple of things turn a little differently. Let's fast forward to our next game. And the Dive Bombers will hold on to the division no matter what. The Rippers do lose, but their run differential at 25. The Skulls still have a couple of games. They have 3 games left to play. They need to lose at least 2 of them. It's not looking good, folks. Let's look at the full schedule here. So we have to win this one against the Dive Bombers. That'll put them at 10-6. That would put us at 9-7 to end our season. Then we need help. We need the Skulls to lose both games against the I guess at least 2 of those 3. The 2 against the Scroungers and the 1 against the below zeros. Unfortunate thing is the Scroungers have already started to drop a lot of their players, so they are not really having anything left to do anymore. And after this 2-game set against the Undulates, we might see the below zeros start to tank, which they've already done a bit. So we're on the very outside looking in right now. God, that's so frustrating. If we can win this one against the Dive Bombers and the Skulls drop 2, that'll tie us at 9-7. With the Rippers are likely going to be the number 3 seed. The Skulls, the Burglars, and if we win us, are all tied at 9-7 as well. Again, assuming Skulls lose 2 out of the next 3. If that's the case, then we could sneak in as the 4 seed, as long as our run differential stays above +1. But which it will, because we can't drop it below 6 if we win against the Dive Bombers. So I think we're out, guys. It's going to take a miracle, especially with our number 4 pitcher, now Colton Blackburn, on the mound against the Dive Bombers. Let's see what happens since the game ended. So we lost to the Burglars. We have some players getting dropped. The Scroungers are tanking here as they get rid of Bowen, who's their ace. Silas Turnpike gets brought in by the Rippers, so they're bulking up for the playoff run. Joseph Roosevelt goes to the Reapers. Vincente Vainman gets dropped by the Burglars as they won. Now they're in the hunt. Vitzer Mullins gets brought in. +1 for Eternity Woody, who's in the playoff pool, or I'm sorry, the free agent pool. Fox loses 7 contact. God dang it. Rodrigo Harper, Rodrigo Harper just got Wild Thing. So we're not going to bring him in. Transfer Asher to lose Rally Stopper. I'm not going to do that for him. Liam Shaw goes to the Maulers. Avery Connor dropped by the Dirt Dogs. He's interesting with an Elite Four-seam fastball and gets ahead, but he's 34. +10 fielding for Kansas Gibbs. Development for a plunge I'm going to pass on. And a chance for Jonah to lose Sprinter. It's a tier 1 trait. I don't think I don't think we have to worry about that. So no for this one for Kansas, no for this one for Asher, no for Eliana, no for Muhammad McCormick here, no for Plunge. I'm going to do this one. +2 power, +1 speed, chance for more power. If he loses Sprinter, it doesn't matter, but he's getting a speed boost. So let's do this one really quick. 2 power, 1 speed. Does not get the bonus 4 power. See if he gets a bonus 2 speed. He does not. Will he lose Sprinter? He will not. Okay, so +2 power, 1 speed there for him. He's getting a little bit better. I've been really liking him as a leadoff, but I'd love his speed and power to boost a little bit more. And I mean, what do we do here? I think we still have to go for it. We still have to win this game. I don't think it's right for us to like just let this go. But I mean, there's nothing else we can do. We have 4.2. Our most expensive center fielder is Fox Brennan, and the only option in center is Whistle. Carmelo Lansley with tier 3 on both, or tier 1 on both of those traits there. Jack Cardenas, no. J.C. Buffums, no. And left fielder Caroline Dealer, no. Brett Austin, no, thank you. Oakley Marzo can only play left field. Jonah can't play center field. Finnegan, no. Jerry Love, no. Doug Hartman, no. Ralph Green, no. Prince Odable, not our kind of guy. Yeah, we have no options in center field. We don't have any reason to replace Colton Blackburn, nor do I think we can even afford, like, we could replace him for Clark Cohen, which we're not going to do. Cash Duffy, Lucky McClay, Lily Dubs, which we couldn't do anyways. Yeah, there's literally nothing we can do here. Folks, we just have to finger cross. Cross our fingers, hope for the best. Interesting. Aromatisse Hendricks. She's actually pretty solid. And it would be a scholarly for scholarly. I don't like bringing in another easy target pitcher, but she's actually a much more viable option. Well, I think I'll do this for sure, assuming there's no other decisions to make here. Can't afford Augusta. Deacon, no. Loki, no. Yeah. I'm going to do this one. We're going to bring in Aromatisse Hendricks for Vincent Castro, who we literally just brought in for a decent third baseman and a chemistry decision. Aromatisse Hendricks will be a much better speed option. Contact is good. Arm is solid. Fielding is average. Maybe even giving Fernanda Branch a break at third base if we need to, as she is still tense. Huh. Interesting. I don't like easy target. That's the third player we have with easy target, though. I think Fox is probably getting the start in the next one, even though he got the contact drop. He just played a better center field than Plunge. Plunge was poor offensively, too, for us. I'm so mad. All right, well, that's all we're going to have for today. Next game out is against the Dive Bombers. At least we're going up against Anthony Concentrato, who's not intimidating, but he's still good. They have some really good players on their team, including Skylar Rocket, the last year's MVP. So we have a tough act to follow here. But next time out, we're going to see how it goes. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody.